I didn't want this, believe me. I did not want this. Game 7. The St. Louis Blues have rallied to push a Game 7. They barely pulled out victory in game number 6 in the Saddle Dome. This is the series so far to this point. This is what has happened. Craziest game 1 ever. Craziest third period of all time. Like, that's got to be the craziest third period I have ever recorded. I've said it already. If you haven't seen the third period of game 1, you can go back and watch that episode for yourself. That was lights out. Game 2 was it was not quite as good as game 1, but it was just as funny. A crazy ending to game number 2 and a fluke of an overtime goal, if there ever was one. Came back on home ice, didn't play our best game, got into a lot of fights in game 3. I don't remember game 4, but we won. We won 4-3. We win 4-2 at the Scottrade Center with a chance to take the series. We have 2 opportunities to take the series, but it comes down to this. Winner take all. Game 7. Off to the Stanley Cup final if you win it. This was inevitable, wasn't it? This was unavoidable. Game 7. I told you when the series started it would come down to this. When the series started, did I not say I could see this taking the full 7? It may take the full 7 and then some. I don't know what awaits us in this Game 7. Boynton has been exactly what the Blues needed. He's been a force to be reckoned with in the goal crease. Stood tall in the blue paint throughout this series. It's been quite the battle between himself and Peter Mrazek. I need Peter Mrazek's best game of the series. We're off and running in Game 7. The puck has evaded Riley Smith, but what a wonderful collision in the corner. Toulouse on Schwartz, I believe. Riley Smith knocks it down for Simon Luff. Oh, I didn't realize Sagan had it. He's taking a run at Blake Wheeler. Nothing is off the table. As long as it's clean, anyway. Nothing is off the table for the Calgary Flames in this game right now. We need to set the physical presence and the physical tone. The St. Louis Blues have done that in this series. I'm staying out of it with David Backes for right now, depending on how this game goes. The Blues captain, he has been ready to go toe-to-toe with anyone in this series. I'm trying not to be very stressed out about this game, but it's practically impossible not to, right? It's Game 7, it's a do-or-die situation. Caron staying in the lineup and having a big part in blocking the shot that came in from the point. He also has a big part of this rush. The feed across the rink, Peckham beyond that. Peckham is on that. Ooh, no games, Peckham. No games shooting. And Boynton makes the save. So I don't know how Boynton saw that. That was a great play by Peckham. The patience from the blue line. Things are already getting chippy between the Blues and Flames. This is Boynton's save that he just made. Yes, it is. Boynton's save that he just made. Oh, I didn't even realize. Deflected by Eller. Net front presence, baby. We saw the net front presence, the effectiveness of Caron's net front presence when we were at home. This last game of the series taking place, obviously, on the road. In a building where we have had some pretty electric performances. The Scottrade Center, a windmill unsuccessful off the stick of Kostitsin. Another face-off for Boynton to take in his own zone. You can see the Blues not appreciating any of the Flames players hanging around after the whistle. You can say the same thing for the Flames with the Blues players hanging around after the whistle. You don't hang around my goal crease after the whistle. So don't test me. Don't push me to my limits tonight, St. Louis. I had to play this very cautiously with Simon Love. That's a couple of tries. Mrazek would have probably been wise to take a whistle there Ekblad skates it away. He is a one-man show off the defense. A dangle move. Nice play by Ekblad. Look at him set this up. Tulosti, a diving play with the stick. Unsure of the player for St. Louis that made the diving play. Excellent to defend that. Ekblad had it set up. But look at this. Tyler Seguin set up to Tulosti on the back door. They could not make a full connection on that one. It pinballs around. Tulosti shovels one on with the backhand. Saved by Boynton. Already getting to testing the St. Louis netminder early in the game. I'm not calling on any one particular player in this Game 7. Someone in a Flames jersey's just got to show up and get the job done tonight. Get the job done. Whatever it takes, whatever is necessary to go out there and get me a Game 7 victory. Caron dished off to Stallberg. Wrapped down low for Caron. A little too much mustard on the pass. Pominville escapes harm. Caron was hunting for it. A juicy rebound and another blocker save by Peter Mrazek. Don't want to do that to Pominville. He's a dangerous player on the ice. If we give him these perfect plays, he is not going to miss. Stallberg in on the attack. Laxo a dangle. Picked up by Cole. Out of the zone. Kubalik to Shala. Or Shala. However, Shala is probably the actual pronunciation, but Shala just sounds so much cooler, doesn't it? Oh, Shala indeed from TJ Oshie. What a hit on the reverse. We're just trying to get the puck out of the zone right now. Granlund helping out. Saucered across the rink behind Hanowski. A little bit sloppy coming out of her own zone early in the first period here. Got to get collected. There's probably some nerves. A lot of nervous hands on this Flames team. Not for Lars Eller. He has 2 deflections. I'll tell you what, he's not nervous. He has 2 deflections today. No goal. However, I like to see that. A good early sign from Lars Eller. Chipped in behind the net of Boynton. The Blues go to play. Get the retrieval of the puck in their own zone behind their net. Out of the corner, Rogula has possession for the Flames. Seeloff, just a wrister through will do. Schwartz plays it off to Wheeler out on the wing. He was trying a sly move there. Shattenkirk picks up Schwartz. Cogliano for the time being has it. Wristed along out of the zone toward the point. Back has kept it in. Schwartz will help out now. Out of the corner, Schwartz to Pietrangelo. Fired on again from the point. Pietrangelo. The Blues with their heaviest pressure of Game 7 so far. Pietrangelo one more time. Knocked down. Ollie to the rescue for the Flames. We're going to do a little inside out here. Cogliano trying to shovel it across to Rogula. Not a whole lot that the Flames can get mustered offensively right now. Everything is coming up St. Louis right now. Chopped away by Luff. A smart play by the Flames defenseman to get it back out the center. Jordan for St. Louis. Flown into the zone. The Calgary zone, that is. Up the boards to Tulosti. On the left side, hammered in. A slap shot dump in. The speed of Riley Smith and the give back to Yuri Tulosti. Stopped by Boynton. Melted down in the blue paint. The Blues continue that. They continue that tenaciousness after the whistle. I say tenaciousness. It's just chippy right now. It's just chippiness, but it's gonna get the temperature is gonna get turned up throughout the night. I can definitely tell you that. These two teams will turn up the temperature as Game 7 goes on. Stallberg a cut across the middle. Not the wisest of decisions from number 25. He has the puck now at center ice, dumped in by Peckham. Toward the near side corner. Bounces up in the air. A weird, funny tennis ball-like hop out of the corner. On the wing, Shala. A perfect pass to Berglund. Received on the tape. Saved. Knocked down by Mrazek in front of him. Kept it in front. Peckham helped him out. It's going to skate away. Peckham into Mrazek. Covered. He leaps at it. Oh, here we go. Lars Eller gives TJ Oshie one good chop with the stick, and that was all he needed. That was the only invitation that TJ needed for this fight to go down. Who's going to win this one? This is 2 unsuspecting players here that you wouldn't expect these 2 guys to fight each other, maybe. Or maybe you would. I don't know. Would you put money on it? Who do you have your money on here for this one? Right now, it looks like Lars Eller is kind of getting his ass kicked a little bit, but I don't know. Who's doing the ass kicking right now? It's Lars Eller, victorious. Is that a sign of things to come? Can Calgary be victorious? We've seen a lot of fights in this series. It is the West Final, after all. There's a lot on the line for these two teams. No one wants to budge right now. I gotta say, that could be all that was needed, the spark necessary to set off all the fireworks in Game 7. Pay attention. Let's see now what direction this game goes in. We're waiting for that first goal of the game. Both teams, as I mentioned already, a little hesitant to make that first mistake or make any mistakes in this game. It's a high-stakes game. Prolik saved. Mrazek going to play that to Ekblad. Wristed around the zone. Kept in and pinned along the boards. The Blues hammer another one on from the point. We've got a big body collision in the corner. Prolik nudged. Chipped out to center ice. A race for the puck created. Riley Smith will win that race. And he will take a punishment at the end of the play as well. But at least got the puck on the net. We've got the hot stick of Riley Smith. Just don't need him going and getting injured like that. He is holding his head after that brutal collision between two players. He was sandwiched. Right in a Blues... I mean, I'm telling you, right in a Blues sandwich. Ooh. That's one of those where I did need to see the replay. And I'm glad I have it available. Heverly with a big win in the offensive zone. Wristed wide by Theo Peckham. We haven't seen David Backes get into one yet. And I'm absolute certain that David Backes does not need much of an invitation to start a fight in this game. He's really all over the puck. He probably doesn't want to sit in the penalty box. A couple of great shifts from David Backes so far. A legal hit on Pietrangelo. Dislodged free by Stallberg. And he scores the first goal of the game. There you have it. Victor Stallberg created all of that by himself on his lonesome. Poked it away from Pietrangelo. Scooped it right up. 5-hole, yes. It's been the weakness for Boynton. Everywhere else seems to be grade A for him. But 5-hole, go to school on that all the way. Go to school on that. Point shots, wrist shots, I don't care where it is. Just shoot it along the ice, 5-hole. It's my scouting report for the day. Is the opening salvo in Game 7 that important? I would like to imagine it is. We have early game momentum. Let's keep it that way. I'm shoveling this out. Stallberg to Hanowski. A shake move by Hanowski. Oh, almost had Edmondson out for lunch on that play with a couple of good, sweet handles. We got to do another handles. Keith Ollie, watch that stick lift. Kostitsyn back to the point. Ollie just, what the hell? Hanowski, we're just passing it everywhere and everywhere that we can, and we're not connecting on any of our teammates with these passes. That was a stand-up save by Peter Mrazek. Behind the net, Ollie draws the forechecker to him. Ollie, I love the confidence, buddy, but man, we got to watch that. Hanowski to the outside, backdoor for Yuri Tolusti. Again, not connecting on any of these passes. The most wild passes I've seen from this Flames team thus far in the playoffs. We feel good, though. We got that mojo. We got the early game lead in a Game 7. A Game 7 in the Western Conference Final. It sends you to the Stanley Cup Final should you win it. I would like to actually board play this, and then we'll just get some teammates to get involved here. Played off the back of the net by David Backes. Stick lifted off of Backes. That one was deflected wide. A good stick involved in there. Tolusti across the middle. He's going to do a cut move. Dropped off for Riley Smith, who did run into the goaltender. So that's going to be Riley Smith gone for goaltender interference. This one was not an AI player. I actually had control of Riley Smith on this penalty. I skated full bore right into Boynton. I think you could let him off with a warning on that one. That's just my opinion. Because, I mean, it's not like a shot had happened or it wasn't blatant or intentional. But anyway, Peckham, dude, wrong goal. What are we doing, Theo Peckham? You got bailed out by the horn. Saved by the bell, buddy. Theo Peckham about to freaking piss me off. He shot it on his own goalie, by the way. We were heavily outshot, 15-6 in the first period. I think that was the total shot number. Yeah, Peter, I'm so sorry, Peter Mrazek. The shot volume is about to get even higher. Yeah, one whack and skate away. I don't know who Aaron Ekblad just whacked, but he's had a couple fights in this playoff round. with David Backes on the ice. I don't see David Backes on the ice. Peckham about to make an enemy out of me. Peverly, man, I don't know what the hell the deal is there, buddy, but you could have been smarter with that play than you were. Peverly trying to stay with this. Chop that back in. Yep. Stahlberg's having a great game. He has the first goal in the game, obviously. I love that part for him, that element of it. But he's also doing great work on the forecheck. We'll take the face-off and the whistle right here. So now, you want to just skate out of Peter's crease, man? Don't stand in my goal crease. There should be a penalty coming up to St. Louis. They should negate the power play right now. Indeed, till the sweat drips down my balls. Gonna be that way the whole evening. Don't you love custom music in this game? Isn't it amazing? The things that you can have playing over the PA. St. Louis getting wild. They love it. They love a Game 7. Oh my God. I tell you, almost stayed with that with Tyler Seguin. Would have been a sick goal. Try it again? No, a little optimistic for Seguin. Dumped back in by the Blues. Unfortunately, Ekblad had to settle back. Look at that, and we'll go again. Seguin nudged at center ice, poked away. Free from Ratty. Ratty with an errant pass, misses Ian Cole. Cogliano getting aggressive and physical at the red line. He throws it into the bench, but the penalty has been successfully killed to this point. Second line, gonna get out there. Want to be a little more active controlling these lines. We need to shoot the puck more on the net. Really, I think we knew. We need to shoot the puck on the net. So there's one. Look at that. Look at that rebound. Did you see that rebound? Because you shot it to the blocker side. Oh, Supermaning charge put into that guy off the zone entry. Whoever the hell that guy is. I know who that guy is. That was TJ Oshie. Flipped up the board. Sergei Kostitsyn puts a man in a blender almost. Put a man in a blender. Give and go. Back to Granlund. Robbed by Boynton. We're going to get another Blues power play, I think, for goaltender interference. The referees are really just trying to give St. Louis this one. Did you see that save, however? It is goaltender interference again. That's not fair. That is really not fair right now. Back to the kill. Different player in the box for goalie interference this time. Just cover, just cover, just cover, just cover. I'm telling you, we're being heavily outshot. The Blues are going to test my patience. Whoa, Seeloff! That was dangerous, bro. That was dangerous. I understand, though. I understand the rage. Getting so heavily outshot in this game. Ekblad with no games about it. Off the glass, down the rink. This is Ian Cole on the retrieval for St. Louis. We'll give him a little bit of space, but that's just too much space. Nicely done. Inside the blue line. I am defending that blue line with absolute torrid physicality. Keep going there, Rich Peverly. You got dangleitis, son. He's got a little bit more than that. He's got goal-scoring-itis. Simon Luff to Peverly. Peverly, a windmill along the half wall. Very strange, but maybe perhaps he knows exactly what he's doing. Absolutely hounding this Blues player on the zone entry. This is David Backes. Pulls up, fires, blocked by Luff. Up to Rich Peverly. Who else would take this one away? Knocked down. Peverly was going on a change. Ill-timed change from Peverly. Even if he's tired on a penalty kill. We really could have got to that. Shot comes through. 5-hole attempt. Turned aside by Mrazek, of course. Ratty goes behind the net to Schwartz. Out of the corner is Jane Schwartz looking for that play. In front, point blank, Peter Mrazek has had, well, he has certainly had the game of his life. This is a Game 7, and he's putting up Dominic Hasek-like stuff. You're offside, Pietrangelo. We give Pietrangelo a little nudge after the whistle. He is not obliging to a fight, and I don't want one. But I certainly would like to see the tide turn for us defensively. This is not a good effort. I'm going to go tight point at my own risk. So, does anyone remember, was it the last game or Game 5? There was a game that we played in this series where I think it was Game 5. I can't remember. There was a game that we played in this series where I remember saying that all St. Louis needs is one. They get one and they're right back in it. Well, it's the same kind of deal here. St. Louis just needs one goal, and they're right back in the game. If they tie it, it could just change things very quickly. Whatever game it was earlier in this series, St. Louis rattled off like 4 in a row. And they ended up winning the game. So it was one of the games that they won. Stahlberg's having a perfect game. He's just all around it right now. Every opportunity is his. Caron out of the corner. Stahlberg is bumped before he could get the puck or get a shot. But he's grinding down there in the corner. He's pushing Cole to his absolute limit. He's on this. Turnovers. Picking it up by the ear of Boynton. Saved by the Blues goalie. Watch 25. Have a keen eye on Victor Stahlberg in this game. I have a feeling goal number 2 might be coming on the board soon. If you're St. Louis, this is going to be simultaneously a good feeling and a frustrating feeling. Because it's, number one, it's a Game 7 that you're trailing in at the moment. But you've been the better team to this point in the game. Absolutely. You've been the better team. I don't know what deke we did there. And I was off of that turnover, I was looking for Stahlberg. We've let Peter Mrazek see way too many shots. That was David Backes as well. Freaking controller disconnecting on me. Really picking a brilliant time for that. Stahlberg, does he know what he's doing by kneeling at center ice? There we go. I have had high praise for Victor Stahlberg in this game. Lars Eller with the puck shield move. Scores the goal! Well, there you go. It doesn't need to be Stahlberg. It just needs to be somebody wearing a Flames jersey. It's Lars Eller, unassisted, even strength. The puck shield, just strength on the puck, baby. That's all that was. Strength on the puck. Both goals, by the way, have been created essentially off of turnovers and breakaways. Both of them were breakaways. He was fully in behind the defense on that goal, much like Stahlberg's goal earlier in the game. 2-0 lead, massive right now, especially with the way that Peter Mrazek is currently playing in this game. That doesn't mean anything until the final horn sounds. There's a whole half of a game left to be played in this one. Peter Mrazek, it could all fall by the wayside very quickly. So far, though, I've got full trust in him. He hasn't really had Game 1 was bad for both goalies. So we'll just kind of forget about that one. But Peter Mrazek has not had a particularly awful game in this series yet. There's more net front presence. I have nothing to complain about with Peter Mrazek, aside from the overtime goal that went in Game 2. That was terrible. There's not an excuse for that one. Aside from that, he's had a great Western Conference final. He really has. Simon Luff. It's unfortunate because the defenders, they just get right on you before you can do anything with it at the point. Riley Smith headed back to the box for the second time this evening. So he's racking up all of the wrong stats. I haven't seen any offensive production from Riley Smith in this game so far, but he has certainly taken 2 penalties. That would be 4 minutes in penalties so far, 2 minors. One was a goaltender interference, this one for slashing. You are perhaps the best player on this team if you're Riley Smith and you're doing all the wrong things. This is going to be a a 2-man advantage rather. I don't know why double minor was on my mind, but this is a 2-man advantage because of course it would be Theo Peckham. This guy's gone after the season is done. This team may potentially contend for a Stanley Cup, but penalties like that when we're already down a guy on the ice are just not acceptable from Theo Peckham. This guy does it all the time. Every single time we're already on the kill. We can't afford to take another penalty. Theo Peckham's good for it. He's almost a guarantee, man. You can bet on it. You can bet serious money on Theo Peckham taking a penalty when we don't need to. We're lucky that's not a penalty. Rich Beverly, man, full bore into Boynton. I mean, just skate right into the guy. There's a goalie standing there. There's a net there behind him. Can't do that, buddy. How? I mean, I'm pretty sure that was a stick save with all the traffic in front. Tyler Seguin, nice move. Another nice move. He still had it there. Tyler Seguin still had it. Ironically, down 2 guys on the ice. Not really the time to go for the fancy handles, but I'm going to take my chances. I do have that 2-0. Oh, my God. It's a 3-on-0. Everyone just went on a line change. What a time to go on a line change. Just picked a brilliant time for everyone just, hey, let's go off the bench. Heads up play by look at this, 3-on-0. Blake Wheeler doesn't need to pass it. He has all the confidence in the world that he can score that goal. The Blues are within one. A missed poke check by Mrazek. I can't point anything at Mrazek. I can't point any fingers at Peter. That's not his fault. We all went off on we just said, hey, I'm calling it a day. Time to go on a line change. Your fault, your problem, Peter. This is your problem now, buddy. It's not his fault, but it was his problem. Well, the next goal now is really seriously important. As we see Rich Peverly get decked back behind the blue line. Puck shield by Ekblad. Ekblad prevailing. Ekblad just saying, screw you. Eat a bag of dicks, David Backes. I mean, I have been so pissed off with David Backes, and so has Aaron Ekblad in this series. Look at this. He just said, nope, not touching me. You're not going to touch Aaron Ekblad on this play. We just pull the best Game 7s out in these best of 7 series. I don't know what our Game 7 record is, but it seems like we just play so well in Game 7s. We are doing it again. Short-handed by the defenseman to just win the power battle against David Backes to the net. A plus 17, by the way. All of our defensemen have got to be positive in the plus-minus. It's just been a crazy playoffs for us so far. We've gone this far. Let's not stop here. Don't put any brakes on. There are no brakes on the Calgary Flames train. And we've killed another penalty off. The Blues get one on the first half of the 5-on-3. You want to fight about it? Here, kiss that. Kiss that. Yeah, you can't do anything, can you now? That was right at the whistle. There was nothing wrong with that hit. The Blues see something wrong with it. They're trailing now once again by 2 goals in the game. They're in a Game 7 on home ice, not looking their sharp. Well, not to say that they're not looking their sharpest. They've been the better team in the game. But they haven't given the fans much of anything to cheer about either. DJ just loves get low. The DJ in here, he's just like, this is going to fire everybody up. Well, you're firing up the wrong guy if you're the Blues DJ, because I'm fired up with the get low. Trying to get some separation for Caron here, but there's nowhere to go. I was hoping we could see a fight from Caron in this series against the Blues, or at least a big hit, but I haven't seen either of that. All he's done is score goals. I think he has the one goal. I think he has one lone goal. But there's your hit. There's your hit on Jaden Schwartz. We'll do it again. Hanalski for Caron. Well, Caron, and he draws a penalty. I just don't think I can say anything is wrong with Caron's game. He does every little thing right. Oh, we still have possession. He missed. Just missed the net. Sagan is battling out of the corner. Sagan. Across to Hanalski. Shoot Hanalski. Wheeler will get the touch. But our first power play of the game. Persistence pays off. We just got to keep going at it. Keep going right after these guys. Make them frustrated. I got to laugh because Caron, he knelt as the puck was passed off to him. I don't know why I knelt. Well, I do know why. I was trying to do a deke right as he received the pass so we could get some separation. But now we can see what oh my God, I'm just taking too long to make a pass, and it's leading to the punishment of my team. God knows the Blues are throwing the body now. Do you see these hits? Okay, a couple weird deflections there off of Yuri Tulusti. Okay, the Blues are in full aggression mode. Your goaltender just bailed you out. You can see why they're in full aggression mode. They need this. I would have gone for that shorthanded if I was St. Louis, but they peel off on a change. They're out of juice, but now we can catch these guys napping. Salusti. What if he shoots it? I don't want to go with you. I don't want to go with you. No. You wouldn't do that in the real world. That was so far offside. He had no right to shoot that puck at all. These two teams, we just don't like each other. It's that plain and simple. The stakes are too high in a game like this, in a series like this, in a third round series that's gone to full 7. I'm about to rock your world with a deke here, buddy. Well, thank you for screwing all that up, whoever was supposed to take that one-timer. Sagan with a beautiful reception. Sagan punches to the outside. Granlund with a cutback move. Aaron Ekblad wide of the net, but had a wide open net. Ekblad will play this back behind his own blue line up to Riley Smith. Last shot at the power play. Okay, Riley Smith, is there a reason for going around the world on that? Maybe. Kick it up. Up to Sagan. Up top to Ekblad. Knocked down by Jason Pominville, who has had an excellent Western Conference final. I got to be honest with you. I got to give it up to Pominville. Clearly one of the better players on the Blues. Hanowski back out to center. I mean, we're basically just going to chip away at the end of the second period of play. Don't think for 1 second that this game is won. It is not over yet. Blues get 2 quick ones. The game's level at 3. And we could have a completely different hockey game. Does victory await us right here? Does victory await the Calgary Flames? 20 minutes left, and we're off to the Stanley Cup final as it stands. If we finish the game with the result that is currently on the scoreboard, we're off to the Stanley Cup final. We're off to a flying start. Sagan misses on the backdoor, and a perfectly received pass for that matter. Look at Luff. Oh, bobbled. Salusti comes away with it. Out of the corner, back to the point. We've just been pushing it. We prevailed once again on another play with a lot of hard work. Luff is beaten by his man one-on-one. Big goal. David Backus. What else? He made me miss big time at the point. Skated down there and just scored. Down the wall. Skated off the wall to the middle of the rink. Shoots. Short side. Past the blocker. We got a game now. We got a 1-goal game just like that. That came so early in the period as well. I'm a little nervous now. I cannot lie. A little bit nervous. Kostitsin, just bump yourself to the outside. All right. Cutback move. There it is. Just got to hammer that puck. If I send you the one-timer, it needs to be instantaneous. The Blues are not out of the game. Not by a long shot now. I told you, they get a quick one. They could tie this game. 1 goal away from accomplishing exactly that. David Backus now sits at 10 goals, not 9. That is not updated. He has hit double digits in the playoffs. Riley Smith can do him 3 better. Lazy turnover to Ryan Clough. Ollie, we got to get the puck out. So the Blues have a lot of life. They have a big heartbeat now for certain in this game. Let that go. Not going to be icing. I think it touched our defenseman. Up to Karan, knocked down by Ian Cole. The Blues are playing very stout at that attacking zone blue line. Not going to let us get anything out for free or easy on a breakout play. We got to move this D to D. And across the rink, up to Stahlberg, back again for Eller. Through the middle. Eller trying to toe drag dangle 2 defenders, but he gets it into the zone. That's the main thing. Wrapped around behind the net. Rajala is on that. Just given away by Rajala. Such a hard and heavy pass that it just needed to be centered in front of the net. That's all he needed to do. Play for Rajala off the boards. Watch out. Poke that out to center. Pominville plays it behind the blue line. So the Blues have to tag up. They have to get back on side for this. Ollie D. Seeloff for Peverly. Oh my God. They're knocking down our passes. Ooh. Cogliano. Stutter step move past the defender. Not successful. Trying to do too much. We need to just chip the puck in at this point. Oh, she's offside. I'll stop right there. It's gotten to be too much, this one. And my commentary is far from being on point in this game. Probably the worst commentary of this best of 7 series that we've had so far against St. Louis. Just not feeling it tonight. Trying my hardest, though. Believe me. Absolutely believe me. I'm trying as hard as I can. Truly haven't been feeling it for this game. That being said, we roll on. How can you not be pumped for a Game 7? A beautiful breakout pass to Jiri Tlusty. The sidestep move. I'm looking for that Riley Smith goal. Could have been a difference maker right there on that play. Just remember that save in particular. If the Blues get this tied and they either force overtime, they go on to win this game, whatever happens, just keep that save in your back pocket. It could be huge down the line here in Game 7. What I really need to see for us, aside from just getting another goal, is to get a power play. A power play would be detrimental for St. Louis. How's that? Peter Mrazek, you are on your best game tonight. Really are. He's played his best game as a Calgary Flame all time, as far as I'm concerned. We got to get replays of those saves. There were 2 saves that saved surefire goals. As far as I care, I think they were 2 goals that were guaranteed to go in, if not for him being on his best game. I mean, he was seated. He made a stick save. That was a stick blade save. Well, there goes. That's all the reason you need right there for why you keep the stick blade on the ice as a goaltender. There you go. Oh, no way! Boynton makes one of his own down here. Just robbed Tyler Seguin. So we're going to get a replay of that. Dug out of the scrum, Riley Smith to Seguin. Been a wonderful connection in this postseason. First line has easily been the Flames' best line of the whole postseason. And, of course, of this series as well. Game 1 was Riley Smith's for the taking. I went way too early with Seguin. At least it's an attacking zone faceoff and not a D zone faceoff that we crucially needed. Seguin shoots. The rebound deposited, but Riley Smith not Riley Smith, I'm sorry. Jiri Tlusty not able to get on that. Rebound from the blocker of Mrazek. The Blues keep it in. Funnel it back in on the net. A battle in the corner ensuing. Radula from an angle. Kicked along the boards. Tlusty comes to help out. Chipped up off the glass, off the boards and out. Pietrangelo keeps it in. So this is an onside play. Fanned on by Ekblad, trying to just frantically get the puck out of the zone. Jiri Tlusty has a step. He has a second step. Shattenkirk gets on that. Great play by Shattenkirk. Tlusty nearly knocks the pass off the ice, out of the air. This is an icing. Oh. Feels like we're just trying to survive this game. I hate to say that. It really feels like we're just trying to survive. Big win by Granlund. We need to put it in the corner. We win it right there. Our defenseman has no speed. Put it in the corner. And just keep chipping behind the net. Hanalski, kick it along. Kicked along, but Backus on that. A penalty, high sticking. I just didn't need a penalty. It's Hanalski. So Hanalski, I wasn't sure who took the penalty at first. I had to take a break. I had to take a look at a notification on my phone during that replay as well. So if anyone's, extended moment of silence to check the notification. Say with this Rich Beverly. Between the legs, back door, Stallberg, no connection. That's a big hit waiting. Yes, Pominville is demolished for the time being. Oh, I just got away with a hooking penalty. I really did with Stallberg. I hooked that guy. The stick blade got up in the arm. No call from the referee. I think they know that they've called too many on us. They called one. They've given the Blues 1 5-on-3, so that's kind of a makeup call. So go with me here, Seguin. We got to shoot. It took too long to shoot. Just took way too long. The puck has got to be released off the stick blade faster than that. We have to get it. Schwartz, rejection. That shot's incoming. Wide of the net. Peckham just clear. Oh, no. Peckham. I'm trying not to take a delay of game penalty. I want to get it down the rink. We're just tiptoeing around this. We're a team that are playing this game, walking on eggshells right now. Peckham to shoot. Yep. Cannot turn the puck over right there. I feel like we are one bad bounce away from a tie game. We really are. And I feel like we're just playing too many games with it right now. I don't want to get in a fight. I think the last thing we need is a fight. We get in a fight and lose it? Oh my god. This is the Mrazek highlight tape. Yes, it is. He deserves the whole highlight reel. This has been his game. Contract extension. For life. Contract extension for life. The maximum that I think I can give is 8 years. In terms of a contract, I think the maximum years is 8. Well, I'd like to give Peter Mrazek a lifetime Calgary Flames contract right now for the... Never mind. It's off the table now. Never mind. Berglund ties the game. This has been a problem. We've been sitting back on our heels for the whole game. This is a Game 7 for the ages, is this not? The issue is we have not taken charge offensively. We've just been sitting back. We get that lead and we go into that turtle shell the whole rest of the way. Save through a screen as well. I'm going to be a nervous wreck for the last 7 minutes here. I'm going to have to go full silent mode. I have to. Radio silence until we have the lead again. Yes. No. Why is the stick of Boynton so good on that play? I was going to dangle him right out. I was going to open up the net to shoot on. It doesn't faze me really at all that this is a 3-3 game in a Game 7 like this. It doesn't faze me at all. It doesn't surprise me. I pretty much it's everything you expect out of this series between St. Louis and Calgary. Ekblad, buddy, you want to get the puck first? Rifled up the ice into the neutral zone. Granlund a step move. Hanowski was on the rebound. Everything from here on in for me is just a pure reaction to everything that's going on the ice. Luff, you got to get over there. Wheeler. The rebound put back by Jane Schwartz and the Blues lead. We've seen crazy games in this series. This is going to break my heart, this game, isn't it? This is going to break my heart. I don't know what line to go with my first line. We have just sat back for the rest of this game. We sat back for we got to take charge now. Everything goes on net. We got to take charge now. Go, Rajala. Get me the game tied. Blocker save. Boynton is going to be so good to the end, isn't he? This is going to be Boynton's game. Oh, he covered it. First line. You're going to get a lot of shifts here. Second pair. First line, second pair. Now it's the Boynton highlight tape. Maybe they can curse the Blues with this one. No, this is just the Calgary Flames' missed opportunities, actually. And there have been plenty of those. I hope we haven't lost the game yet. I hope so. We need to win every face-off we can, especially in the attacking zone. I got to focus on this game. I really need to focus on this gameplay. Get that, Smith. Riley Smith, that was a smart move. Head up. Get it up to Toulouse. You gotta be kidding me. Ugh! You know, I want that fight now. I want that fight, David Backes. I want that fight. We're going to get it. We're going to get that fight. I got to get Backes off the ice. This is a nice exchange. Laxo for Backes, I'll take it, even if we lose the fight. I got my timeout in my back pocket. I can get my energy from that. The team needs a lift here. And they're not going to get one. They are! They're going to get one! What a fight win by Laxa. Oh my god, he won the fight. If that doesn't lift your spirits, I don't know what will. If you're Calgary, what is going to lift your spirits more than a fight win by Laxo over David Backus? I can't change my lines right here. So whoever's out there, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with strategy. We just have to go. We just have to go. Yep, go Granlund. Into the zone. Granlund, shoot. We just can't shoot. We can't get that space to get the shot away. This is a problem. This is a problem. We just got to start shooting the puck everywhere. Jane Schwartz, you've ruined my evening. And everyone watching this. Tipped in. If that goes in, that's definitely the game. Deflected away. 2.5 to go. I got to put my first line on the ice. They got to grind to the end of the game. Well played by Aaron Ekblad. Up. Missed pass again. Ugh. Cover it. I need my first line. My first line has to go. First line, third pair, I guess. It's just go time. It's just go time. It's go time, Sagan. He wins it, but of course our setup on the face-off. Oh no. No. We just can't. We got to pull the. We're in goaltender pull territory now. I need a shot. Blocker save. Ollie. Poked away. Well, muscled out of the zone by Sagan. Great job. Given away. That's the guy you want right now. Riley Smith. Get out of the way. Sagan by the doorstep. Timeout. I got a crisis here. Do I pull my goalie? I need my best. My best players have to be on the ice now. I don't have a choice. I've taken my timeout. It comes down to this. Sagan by the side of the net tried to shovel it on. I haven't pulled the goalie, but let's just play this out. Let's just play this out. Hold on. Lost face-off, and that's why you don't pull the goaltender yet. You got to be kidding me. Smith took a tripping penalty, and I'm glad I haven't pulled my goaltender. We can't even touch the puck. Pissed off. Well, we got one going now. Kubelik's going to go with Sagan. I think we've lost the game and the series. I think it's over for us. What a choke in the West Final for the Calgary Flames. Just disappointing all around. Yeah, that's our series in a nutshell with St. Louis. That's the series in a nutshell right there. God, I feel so defeated now. We took some dumb penalties right there. We don't have a choice now. Riley Smith is gone. Sagan's gone. 26 seconds to tie the game. Yep. What an ugly defeat. What an ugly defeat. We'll see you in Season 8. It was an excellent effort, but... Oh! There you have it. St. Louis wins against Ottawa. So we lost to the Cup champions. I've never had such a dirty taste in my mouth after a best-of-7 series. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you. I just feel so sick right now. There's nothing to do except revisit contracts in the off season and try to gear up for another full season sim and hope we can make the playoffs. We have season 8, 9, and 10 remaining on this GM mode. I hope we can win another cup before it's all over.